affection for Bradford that she asked me to use her into this meeting most heartfelt regret. Well now, ladies and gentlemen, you may have observed quite a lot of people seem to be interested in this meeting. all around the place. Well, it's true that I have some important things to say to you tonight. But if I may let you into a secret, because there's nobody to overhear, the important things I'm going to say to you are just exactly those I was going to say to you if there hadn't been all this hullabaloo. They read in certain London newspapers. I know that one or two of these cantankerous publications claimed that they were reflecting public feeling. They were doing nothing of the sort. Here, Yorkshire will never let Britain forget that the first duty of a citizen of a free country is to think for his or herself. Mr. Chairman, I wouldn't even have mentioned these matters tonight, except for one reason. I must be concerned for our party when baseless reports of disunity are spread abroad. And therefore, sir, I want everyone in this great hall, and anybody who's interested outside of it, to understand this. Our party is united, and the government is more than ever determined to do what it believes to be right for our country, whatever anybody cares to say. The country is not on its way down, and this government is not on its way out. Unemployment is at its lowest ever. A few years ago, many people were troubled that we were not building enough factories or installing enough new plants to keep up with our competitors abroad. But recently, industrial investment has gone up by leaps and bounds. During the past 12 months, just about twice as much factory building has been approved as in 1951. And with the new factories, go new machines, modern equipment to make us more efficient. Well, now, everyone agrees about that. But a large proportion of our import bills, here you have our problem, a large proportion of it is the cost of foreign coal and steel for our expanding industry. Production here of deep mine coal fell last year by 3.25 million. 3.25 million tons. The number of miners also declined. That's serious. But it's not at all surprising when there is so wide a call for labor. On the contrary, I think it's remarkable that so many miners stay loyally at the coal face at this time. On the other hand, I can't help regretting that the plea of those miners' leaders who recommended that we should have some foreign labor to help us get more coal didn't win the day. Because next month, the increased national assistance scale will take effect. And now, we are preparing detailed proposals which will be put before Parliament shortly to assist retired members of the public services, including teachers and the armed forces. Nor, sir, will we forget those who have no organizations to press their claims. Now, the best way in which we can help them, and the best way in which we can help each other, is by fighting the battle of inflation. That is what we're doing, and that is what we're going to do. Now, let's look first for a moment at what we've done in the scientific field. Now, I think that one of the most disturbing features of the past year has been the number of working days lost because of disputes. The total was 3.75 million, nearly twice as large as the average for the past 20 years. And it has cost the nation dear. Much of this was due to differences between unions. The previous Minister of program to harness nuclear energy. We dare not hint it. It's the key to the future. What we've now got to do is to provide for an age of transition until the full meaning of the new world unfolds before us. That's what we want to do. Now, to carry that through, we've already decided upon an extensive program for technical education, which will be put into effect over the next 5 years. Hasn't been that somebody else had talked of a 5 years plan. I might have done so in that connection. Ladies and gentlemen, the education ministers will describe the details in a white paper to be published before the end of next month. And I'm confident that a number of firms have set a helpful example. They've taken a decision to hold their prices stable, some for 6 months, some for a year. I welcome this action, and I ask others to join them in it, because this is a practical example of how to fight rising prices. The best way in which the benefits of higher production can reach the whole community is by lower prices. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle against inflation is on. And if the weapons we are now using do not suffice, we shall not hesitate to use others. This government is determined to do what is necessary, whatever it may cost in popularity or electoral fortune. We cannot drift to safety, but we can command it if every citizen will help us in our country's cause. Ladies and gentlemen, I conclude by saying this. As a government, we have set our hands to a task. We never doubted its difficulty. We shall carry it through till we have discharged it and can honorably reply to you that your servants have thought to be of help to the nation and the world at large.